Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please hit the like button and also subscribe. We're on the road to try to get to 100 subs. Today we'll be discussing the free agency class and we'll make this into a little series. So let's talk about the 2020 free agent class. Although this free agency is not as big as we've seen in the years past, there are still some solid players in this upcoming free agency that I believe the Knicks should definitely try to go after. And although there's many superstars in this free agency, I think there's some great plug pieces and role players that can really play a part in a rebuilding team and help a team grow and be playoff contenders. So let's go over the top 5 free agents that I believe the Knicks should go after, and we'll go from best to worst. So the first free agent that the Knicks should go after is Anthony Davis. And although it's highly unlikely that Anthony Davis is leaving the Lakers this year, it does not hurt to try. Why not? Just like the lottery, you never know. The Knicks have the cap space, so why not offer Anthony Davis the max and see where he goes. He's most likely going to go to the Lakers, and that's perfectly fine. We can offer solid contracts to other free agents as well, but we should at least give it a swing at Anthony Davis, as he is hands down the best player in this free agency and is one of the top 5 best players in the league at the moment. He'll fit right in the power forward role, and him and Mitchell Robinson would be the best defensive front court in the NBA hands down, and would make the Knicks automatic playoff contenders. The second best free agent in the 2020 class is Brandon Ingram from New Orleans Pelicans. And although Ingram does come with a lot of concerns, with his history of a blood clot, I think the Knicks should at least try to give him a swing as well. I'm kind of hesitant to offer him a max, but the way Brandon Ingram played this year, becoming the most improved player of the year, he's going to require a max contract, and that's really the only chance you have at even attempting to land him. The Pelicans will most likely give Brandon Ingram a max contract, as he fits well with Zion Williamson and he's still very young. But Brandon Ingram is another player that I would offer a max contract to if I was the Knicks. He's a small forward, but he can shoot. He's a go-to scorer. He's a shot creator. And he fits well with RJ Barrett and Mitchell Robinson. So Brandon Ingram is also somebody I would go after. The third best player in this free agency is a point guard, Fred VanVleet, and he's been having an amazing season. He's a champion. He's throwing up great numbers. He can shoot the ball. He can attack. He can play off ball. He's a tough, gritty defender as well. But he's not somebody that I would offer a max contract to, as he has not proven to be the best player on the team. He fits in really well with the Toronto team that has a lot of good players and a great system, but I'd be hesitant and would definitely now offer Fred VanVleet the max contract. I would offer him something along the lines of 15 to 20 million a year and see if he takes it or not. Most likely Toronto will retain Fred VanVleet, as he's a key role in their success, but he's also another player that the Knicks should swing for. The next free agent that I believe the Knicks should definitely go after is Davis Bertans. He is the ideal stretch four in this era of basketball, and something that the Knicks are missing. He shot the ball really well from the three, and he's a legitimate power forward who is not weak, so he can hang around in the defensive end as well with other power forwards. And other power forwards are going to have a hard time with how deadly of a shot he has from the three-point range. Washington will be crazy to give up Davis Bertans, but the Knicks should try their best to steal him away and plug him in with Mitchell Robinson and RJ Barrett. And that would be a great rebuilding roster right there. But I would not offer Davis Bertans a max contract, as he's just a role player. He is not a superstar or main building block, so you can't give a role player a max contract like how Philly did with Tobias Harris. Definitely do not overpay for anyone at the moment. The Knicks are a good salary cap, and that's because we've been very cautious with the contracts we've been giving out. The next player that I believe the Knicks should go after is another stretch four in Christian Wood from Detroit Pistons. He had a breakout year this year. He showed that he can be a possible star in the NBA. He can shoot the three. He's a great defender. He can play down low. He fits perfectly well with RJ Barrett and Mitchell Robinson. But at the same time, he's another player that I would be very cautious to not overpay. He hasn't proven that his style of play can lead to wins, as Detroit had a really bad year, and he hasn't proven that he can be the best player on a winning team. So if he's just a role player, I wouldn't want the Knicks to take a risk and overpay and offer him a modest contract. Detroit is going to be very adamant in trying to keep Christian Wood. So these are the 5 players that I believe are the best free agents in this class, all of which I feel like the Knicks should definitely go after, and in that order that I reviewed. In the next part, I'll discuss top 5 role players that the Knicks should go after in this free agency that won't require a heavy contract. Not too many teams will be going after, so there'll be good players to fit into the Knicks roster. Again, thank you for watching, and please hit the like button, and please also subscribe. Thank you.